Hi. So we are starting with this science chapter of class 6th. Now the book is Curiosity in class. They have titled it as Curiosity. You can see on the screen. Now my experience says that for science and technology, see if we consider reading from or creating notes from class 6th onwards, what happens is we assume all of us have given class 10th. So we are aware about many things till class 10th level. And the examination has science of around class 10th level only. And the technology part or the current affair part adds up to the difficulty level. So if we start preparing notes for science subject, you will get lost in creating lot of notes. So the best, because the number of questions which appear uh, in prelims examination are very much related to current affair, having a background of basic science. Second, whichever happens to come in the mains examination again is on the current affair driven, like space, like they talk about uh, digital technologies, they talk about other ways of cyber security, all that thing they speak. So because we have to prepare doesn't mean that we need to read everything and anything which is there. It has a smart preparation approach. The approach is in the coming science chapters, I am going to give you MCQs, revision MCQs, and the chapter PDF. Now, what you have to do is you have to first, as the approach is very clear, first do the revision MCQs and then run through the chapter, whether you recall things. Specifically, if you are weak in some concept, whenever there is a concept which is coming, it will you can put a note around it. See, we are doing a basic standard book. This is not a lecture. When I am going to start on lecture on topics, then I will cover all this part. But currently, as we are doing the standard books of NCRT, NIOS, and whatever is the text kind of recommendations from the toppers, which is publicly available, open information. So my way of approach here is you need to be aware about these things. Whenever you hear the terminology, you should feel okay, this is a science topic coming from this chapter. At least that kind of level of awareness. So because we're at grade 6 now, so for the next coming days, you may not have videos in your learning videos, but you will have the revision MCQs and you will also have the chapter. So I will just scroll through the chapter. So the first chapter here is the wonderful world of science. Second is diversity in the living world. Third is mindful eating, a path to healthy body. Fourth is exploring magnets. Fifth is measurement of length and motions. Sixth is materials around us. Seventh is temperature and its measurement. Chapter 8 is a journey through states of water. Chapter 9 is method of separation in everyday life. Chapter 10 is living creatures exploring their characteristics. Chapter 11 is nature's treasures. Chapter 12 is beyond earth. Now imagine all this is about a class 6 level student who is unaware of physics, chemistry, biology, these kind of separation in science which happens in class 9. So they are talking about from that sense. So we just need to be aware and turn the pages. So the chapter 1, the wonderful world of science, you will see they give a definition of what is science. Then they give a little bit pictorial element of what is a desert, a coast, underwater, a galaxy. It's a very good book with colorful pictures. It talks about food, it talks about various water cycle, it talks about stars, earth, it talks about how things were invented. or bicycle or cooking. It talks about science as an experiment. It talks about the joy you have as a science. The second chapter is diversity in the living world. There is a good wise saying which is mentioned when you write for essays. You might use this uh, uh, quote. So it's a good way. Then there is a storytelling from aspect in which the chapter has been written. They speak about nature, various diversity in plants and animal around us, and then there is name of the trees, various aspect of trees. So these are all very from the class 6 level kind of information. So you got to just run through it. You remember the names, what is climbers, what is creepers, what is herbs, veins, venation, the highlighted reticulate venation, parallel venation. So these are the things highlighted and expected from a class 6 level child. So you need to remember all this. Each the in chickpea, what is cotyledons, what is dicotyledons, monocotyledons, dicot plant. Some examples. These might more come like a preliminary kind of a thing. Then Janaki Ammal's references there. Success story of Silent Valley movement. Which location is this? In Palakkad, Kerala. So, various animals and their features, the camels and the rhododendrons in Nilgiris, in Sikkim, mentions about Salim Ali ji, a known scientist, and all the summary of the chapter is given. So, you can run through this and do the MCQ. You will kind of complete your chapter. On 103 or chapter Mind 3 Mindful Eating, a path to a healthy body. Again, it's a very school narrative kind of approach to the chapter. Here you mention what is the state and their crops, the names. You run through them. You can quickly read all this thing. What is component of food, various vitamins, which component does what does it help in. This table becomes very important. Then what crop or what food has what vitamin, what nutrient, about water. So you can read through it once as you will realize how much you recall about it. What are fats, what are proteins, what is millet, all this aspect. You do the summary reading. Do the MCQ, your chapter is done. Again, exploring magnet, fourth chapter. It is again given in a very beautiful way, showing different kind of magnet, what exactly is the property of magnet, where it is used, how it is used, the poles of magnet, what are the experiment in the magnet done, and the navigation, other fun with magnet, many things as per class 6th standard. So you can learn from it and know the features of magnet. So like that. So hence you will not find chapter notes from my side here in the class 6th, 7th, 8th level uh, for the science section. But you will have the MCQs. You can create your own chapter note if you have any challenges. You can let me know. I did not understand this in your doubt. Sending me the doubt session. I will help you out in those part. But we got to finish our science section mostly through questions, assuming all of you have done your class 10th. And when you read through them, you enjoy them or remember them as facts. Mostly science in the UPSC approach is more of facts and figures through current affair. So basic sciences would be known, and that's how you understand. Otherwise, if we start making notes of all this thing, you'll get confused as if you're preparing for medical exam or a engineering entrance exam, because the extent of knowing science has no depth. You are all aware about it. People, especially who have taken science in their 11th, 12th, when they took the choice of choosing science stream, they understand what is add on to it, ABC of physics, chemistry, bio, and things like that. People who did not take science and jump to different options, they understand what was the reason why science was not sticking. So do not, increase your own fears for the subject. Start knowing them from a general concept, because your approach to the science over here is all towards your administrative skills. So hence we need to know basic sciences. So that's the thing. MCQs will help you to get that much ability to crack a question in prelim and write considerable amount of content in a mains question. So hence science has a different approach. So again, I'm repeating that in the science chapters, you may not get the revision videos, but you will get the chapter and you will get the MCQs. And parallelly, whatever is the add-on element to that particular portion, maybe current affair, maybe CSAT, it shall be there. With this, I close for today. Please use the WhatsApp. Please use the uh, doubt section. Anything you have, any query, do not keep it in your mind. Immediately post it. I try to be very, very responsive to all these things and try to immediately sort it out, so that your progress is not hindered. All the best. Thank you.